Given that cotangent of theta equals negative 1/2, so let's first talk about what that means. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. So that means cotangent is the adjacent over the opposite, right? Because it's the reciprocal of tangent. And then we can also use a fact to help us. All angles drawn here, all trigonometric ratios drawn in the first quadrant are positive. Just sine is positive. Sine and its reciprocal cosecant are positive in the second quadrant. Tangent and its reciprocal cotangent are positive in the third quadrant, and then cosine and its reciprocal positive in the fourth quadrant. So we're told that cotangent's negative. All are positive here, tangent's positive here, so that means cotangent's positive here. This is cosine. So that means cotangent is negative here and here. Those are the two quadrants that we have for drawing a negative 1/2. They tell us it's in quadrant 2 though. So we're going to draw a right triangle made with the x-axis, and then we're going to use the tangent ratio to label that triangle. The adjacent, which is negative on the x-axis, is 1, right? Adjacent's 1, and the opposite of our reference angle is 2, and that's a positive 2 because we're, sorry, I forgot to put the negative sign there. That's a positive 2 because we're going up on the y-axis. And you can use the Pythagorean theorem to find out this missing side. Negative 1 squared plus 2 squared equals the c squared. So that's square root of 5 here. Now we have enough information to answer what sine is. Sine is the opposite of our reference angle divided by the hypotenuse. So sine is 2 over the square root of 5, which is the same thing as this. And those are the same because I rationalized the denominator. I multiplied the top and the bottom of the fraction by the square root of 5. Alright, let's see if it accepts this answer though. Let's try that. 2 over square root of 5. Oh, there's my soundtrack. Now you know what I listen to when I work. 2 over the square root of 5. And I hit submit. Okay, it does accept that, but that's the rationalized form that I was talking about there. So we're in quadrant 4. So here's my right triangle with the x-axis in quadrant 4. Cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, right? So if sine is opposite over hypotenuse, then cosecant is hypotenuse over opposite. So in this case, I can make this into a triangle. I mean, not triangle, I make this into a fraction. Now the negative could be up here, the negative could be down here. Let's wait until we draw the picture because it's negative square root of 5. That simplifies to be negative square root of 5, and that square simplifies. So let's check out our reference angle. The hypotenuse of the triangle is supposed to be square root of 5, and the opposite is supposed to be 1. So that means we're going to put a negative 1 here because that's down on the y-axis. And then we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find the missing side. So 1 plus b squared equals 5. B is going to equal 2 when you simplify that. And now we can answer the question about tangent. Tangent is the opposite. It's the opposite, which is a negative 1, divided by the adjacent. Opposite over adjacent for tangent. So negative 1/2 is our answer.